Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. In today's video we're going to take a look at getting started with the Cities of Sigmar in Age of Sigmar 4th edition using the contents of the Army Spearhead box set. Today's video is sponsored by Easy Roller Dice, fantastic quality, easily legible dice that make your games quick and easy. Easy Roller Dice also sell other accessories for your dice like dice trays, cases, bags and cups as well. Use the code Cinderful Gaming to get 20% off your next order and help support this store and the channel. Leading the box set is the amazing Free-Guild Cavalier Martial miniature. A solid enough character with 7 wounds and a 3+ save. It's armed in combat with its Master Forged Cavalier sword and backed up with a few extra attacks as well from its steed's steel-shod hooves. It also is equipped with a short-range pistol which can shoot in combat. The 4 Sigmar charge ability will allow the model to let nearby units of Free-Guild Cavaliers to reroll their charges, and on top of that, should the model charge into combat on the turn it charges, it can allow both itself and a nearby friendly human cavalry unit to strike first. Regiment wise, the model is able to take any human unit it wants, and is also able to have 0-1 Free-Guild veterans in its regiment, which are other heroes in the army such as the Fusel Major on Ogre Warhulk. Joining our Cavalier Marshal are a unit of Free-Guild Cavaliers, a human cavalry unit, so perfect for working alongside our Cavalier Marshal. Fairly tanky for a human unit that have 3 wounds each and a nice 3+ save. When they charge into combat, critical hits will trigger their charge +1 damage ability, boosting their Cavalier weapons up to damage 2, not too shabby when they have 3 attacks per model. Their devastating charge ability will allow them on the charge to potentially deal some mortal damage to an enemy unit they come in contact with as well. Next are the human infantry unit, the Free-Guild Steelhelms, a cheap and solid line unit. This unit is perfect for holding objectives, able to use their Consecrate the Land ability if they are contesting an objective that you control. You roll a dice and on a 3+, the objective is considered to be consecrated, and this will give all nearby human units a ward of 5+ while they're near the objective. However, should your opponent ever gain control of the objective they've consecrated, it will no longer count as consecrated, but there is no limit to how many objectives this unit can consecrate, so get out there and be consecrated for Sigmar. Lastly, in the box set, we have an Ironworld Great Cannon, a powerful war machine. This unit is able to choose between 2 different firing modes based on the range that is required and whether or not this unit is in a fortified position or not. A fortified position is achieved by the fortified position ability on its war scroll that stops the unit from moving or being removed from the battlefield and set up again, otherwise it will no longer count as being in such a position, but while fortified the unit will subtract a 1 from the rend of all incoming attacks. Our first unit we're going to look to add is the Fusel Major on Ogre Warhulk. This unit, as mentioned previously, is able to be taken as a Free-Guild veteran in particular characters' regiments, enabling you to fit an extra character in your list for using officer orders, while not increasing the drops during deployment. This unit is armed with its long range of long fusel, which is great at targeting enemy characters out in the open, and no slouch in combat thanks to, well, the ogre that the Fusel Major is mounted atop. Like the cannon, it can fortify its position and even provides benefits to human units shooting at the same target as itself. Regiment wise, should this model want to lead its own regiment instead of being a Free-Guild veteran in another model's regiment, it can choose any human units it wants to fill out its regiment. Priests are great in the new edition of Warhammer Age of Sigmar, and the Cities of Sigmar have one in the form of the Dwarden Rune Lord. The Rune Lord is able to unbind spells as if it were a Wizard 1, giving a force some protection against magic, but also has its own War Scroll prayer to boost the rend of nearby Dwarden unit or potentially nearby Dwarden units. What's most important though is this model gets access to a solid prayer lore that the cities have and will make great use of them. Regiment wise, as this model is a leader, it can have any Dwarden units it wishes to in its warband. Speaking of Dwarden units, lastly we're going to look at Ironbreakers. These Dwarden are a solid defensive line unit with a 3+ save and the Gromrel Shield Wall ability, meaning that anytime they're affected by the officer order Hold the Line, not only will they gain the bonus Dwarden benefit of being -1 to hit, but they'll receive a ward of 4+ instead of the generic ward of 5+ the ability provides. Our army today is going to be Cities of Sigmar, as you would expect, and we're going with the Forward Dawners battle trait. Now, what this one is going to give us is +2 move in the first battle round. This is really good for some of our units as it allows them to get up the table, get into those positions, and then potentially fortify if we are taking the first turn. Our first regiment is going to be led by our Free Guild Cavalier Marshal, who'll be our general and take the heroic trait Grizzled Veteran. This means that this model can never be wounded on a 1-3, only on a 4+. The regiments in this detachment will be the Free Guild Cavaliers, Free Guild Steel Helms, Ironwell Great Cannon, and the Fusel Major on Ogre Warhulk in there as one of the Free Guild veterans. Our next regiment is pretty simple. We have our Rune Lord, who's taken the Sacred Tome. Now normally this would increase him to be a priest level 1, but if they're already a priest when they take this, they actually get +1 to pray. So pretty cool there. And then unit wise, we just have a single unit of Ironbreakers in their regiment. We hope this video was helpful in getting you started with Warhammer Age of Sigmar, and it was able to give you some ideas and inspiration to start your own force in the game. If you have any other questions at all, please comment down below, and while you're there, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and join our Discord server to check out all our future Warhammer Age of Sigmar content.